This week, one of my coworkers referred to me as a Renaissance Redneck. I think he was sort of kinda trying to give me a compliment since I work in a very technical environment but tend to cling to my old ways. Old ways to me means if something is broke, time permitting, I try to fix it. I don't buy new things unless the old ones are broken. My riding lawnmower is 10 years old and has broke down many times. I've been able to fix it each time, but Bev thinks I should be looking for a new one, and of course I will. I have two trucks in my backyard that are patiently waiting for my undivided attention. One is a 1957 Chevy pickup that my grandfather bought brand new. The other one is a 1981 Ford F-150 four-wheel drive that definitely needs a little help. I think there's a country song with the title Hillbilly Bones. One line in there mentions an F-150 and a 30-06. Yep, I have both, so draw your own conclusions. F-150, 30-06, 1,400-mile journey with my son Kevin's ashes in my backpack, speaking to thousands along the way, a book about to be released, and a good job in a very technically challenging environment. Does all this make me a Renaissance redneck? I guess you'll have to decide. So here's what is happening regarding the book. First, I am glad that there are several of you reading this blog, because we heard from several people after the last blog wanting to know where they could buy the book. Short answer is, as of this moment, you can't. Having said that, in an effort to be transparent, I have to admit that I took 6 books to a fundraiser for some friends on Saturday night. I donated them and they sold all 6 of them. One person said that she loved the cover because it drew her to pick it up. I told my brother about this, and his first words were, "So they got a book before I did?" I know. This fundraiser was actually a very worthy cause. Sandy and Mark Legault's daughter Dolores was brutally murdered a few months after Kevin died. In keeping with trying to make something very good come from the death of their daughter, they formed the Dolores Ann Legault Foundation. They raise funds to help families that have lost a child by homicide or other tragic accident with funeral expenses. A worthy cause indeed. All right, back to the book stuff. We are waiting for one last proof from the printer before we bless the hard copy. But Barry, what about the 100 books you have? Well, they are from the printer who will be providing the copies that I will autograph when you purchase them from the website. Which brings me to my next point. The EPUB and Kindle versions of the book are not quite complete. It turns out it is quite a process to convert a manuscript to these formats, as Bev will attest to. We expect to have this process completed this week. Then and only then will we release the book. Believe me, we are just as anxious as all of you to have this book complete, and I would submit even more so. I want to finish this book, but I want it to be right. From our website, you will be able to buy the EPUB Kindle hard copy, not hardback, and an autographed hard copy of the book. Please note that the autographed copy will have only one shipping option, probably U.S. Postal Service, and may take up to 2 weeks to deliver. The book is 8.5 by 5.5 inches paperback. You will also be able to buy all the same formats from Amazon except the autographed copy. We will provide a link to Amazon from our website, but my preference is that you would purchase the book from our website. Something very good will come from this. For more information, visit our website at kevinslastwalk.com.